I have two older siblings, and they have played softball, and I basically was born into the game. Like, my sisters played travel ball and rec ball, so I was definitely introduced to it at a very young age. So yeah, I was very introduced at a very young age, but then I also did not know if I wanted to pursue this at the collegiate level, because it was just very much I'm just doing this for fun. Like, my older sisters are doing it, so I'm just going to do it too. And so my dad was also coaching us at like one of our rec leagues in our hometown, and it was very much competitive and just so much fun to see, like, oh, my friends are playing on the other team, so I'm just playing. Like, it was just a lot of fun. And my dad and like mom were very much involved in like sports, and how like our family's very central on it. I started playing travel ball probably at a very young age, probably like 10. And that's where I started to like be like, oh, this is like competitive, like okay, I kind of like this kind of thing. And I went into high school, and I had to deal with a lot of adversity throughout my softball career. You know, like, my dad had a kidney failure and had to deal with that, and that, honestly, softball has taught me nothing more but mental toughness and how to deal with things, and also having to perform. In high school, I finally figured out like if I actually love this game or not. I graduated in COVID year, so 2020, where you weren't allowed to do a whole lot. And that was also me coming into my freshman year here at LC. I had a lot of tough conversations with my family of like, do I actually want to do this? Do I want to pursue it? And I ended up just going for it. I just came down here, played. I was leading off DP here at LC, and I finally figured out, like, yeah, I actually do want to keep doing this. I actually love it, and it was just something that I was really into, and it was really competitive, which I love. My dad had kidney failure, like I said, and he's been dealing it with a long time, probably over 5 years, waiting for a kidney transplant from UC Davis. He recently had a kidney transplant, actually this year, and it was in the beginning of our season, actually, in January, and it was very hard not being able to go home, being there for my mom, being there for my siblings. It definitely took a toll on me, and I had a lot of tough conversations with head coach Shauna about how to deal with this. And based on my performance, like, she knew something was wrong. She knows that I'm very much like a go-getter and getting the job done kind of role, and she knew something was wrong, and we had a conversation about it, and she's just like was there for me throughout. And it's been hard not being able to go home. Like, I'm on my 3rd year here. It's ending now. My family has yet to come to an LC softball game, and that's crazy to say. Like, a lot of my teammates are like, oh, your family coming? I'm like, nah. Like, it's very hard for my dad to travel when he had dialysis. Like, you know, you can't take a machine here, and he has to do his treatment. And it's very hard financially for my family. So there was a lot of mental breakdowns throughout softball career here, and just having to deal with adversity here. But I will say that my family has been very connected with me. Like, my teammates can say that my family group chat calls a whole lot throughout the day, even at practice, and it's funny. Like, we always take it as a joke, but I think it's so special that, like, we have that connection where, oh, my family group chat's calling today, or I get to call my nieces after the game. Like, they're very much a motivation that I have, just because, like, I know it's such a precious moment where my family's not there, but I know that we have such a strong connection on and off the field, even though I'm a state away. When I'm on the field, there's like just nothing going through the head. I'm just like strictly just trying to go get it. And I think a lot, like, I've connected with God a lot before games. Like, that has definitely been helping me through this mentally tough time. And having to deal with stressors on and off the field has been definitely tough off the field more than on the field. I know on the field I just trying to think about, like, my family and, like, why I play this game, and why I remember to love this game. I think that was a really big part. But off the field, I definitely just try and again remember why I'm here and what is the outcome I want of this, and definitely just trying to understand that I have that connection with them already. It's just like, and they're at home just like rooting me on, which is like a really precious moment, and knowing that I have support here without them here, from coaches like Shauna, Shai, and Dardis, and my teammates especially. Not having a set role is it's like a wild card. Like, I don't know what I'm getting out of that game, and it's bittersweet. I would say that it's cool that I'm valuable to Shauna and that I can be plugged into different places, and having that connection with Shauna has really been like big. She knows that she's like my mom here on campus, and I'll just go in her office and just talk to her if I needed to. But knowing my worth and knowing how like I'm such a vital role in this team, like I would say that I'm one of the leaders on the team, and I'm the go-to for a lot of my teammates if they needed anything. But I will say that you have to be mentally tough and have some thick skin. If you have to love the moments that you're put in, and being able to perform when you get the chance to perform, whether that's being DP, whether that's catching, and whether that's me playing at second base. I will say that being off the field but being able to hit is a precious moment, just because I know that Shauna has faith in me in order to even keep me in the lineup, because a DP is not needed. It's just a thing that you can have, and to bat for someone. And I really take that to heart, and I really understand my role well, and Shauna knows that I'm going to work hard to even keep my position and be that DP, because we have a lot of girls on the bench that would be able to do that DP position as well. But it's definitely just bittersweet, and being able to put that time and grind and being mentally tough when I have a bad day, it definitely can take a toll and be like, dang, like this is my one role, and if I don't do it well, then I'm definitely going to be mad about that day, or just have like mentally struggle throughout the day. But having that connection with coach, and she's able to talk me through like, hey, you need to do this instead of what you just did at that at bat, or even just be patient in the box, is a big thing.